I always believe that teachers should be paid a lot more money to deal with some of y'all kids. And this teacher that deals with 5-year-old ballet students proves my point. Let's go to the shade room for the video.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad.
I mean, that's got to be so frustrating to set rules and boundaries, simple ones at that, and then have the parent take the side of the child in all this.
And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughter singing Pound Town? And it's just really, 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 it's upsetting.
As sad as this is, I'm glad that a woman said it, that a woman teacher that deals with y'all kids every day said this, because women just don't hear it the same when it comes from men. When we give our 2 cents on the terrible, raunchy state of society and our daughters, women get real defensive and they don't want to hear it. Just like they get defensive with her when she's trying to correct the parents for their bad parenting. But I'll tell her this too. Don't cry too much. You're gonna make it through. She's gonna be I feel like she's gonna be a great wife and a mom and a great mentor to whoever kids that are around her. But don't cry too much. You're only 22, and you will get better at dealing with this idiocracy that is around you. And that's tough to say and that's tough to ask you to do, because that's all that's going to happen. It's not like society is just all of a sudden going to get better. Like, I feel like at some points it's just too far down the drain, but it's not going to stop people from me like fighting for it and fighting for the betterment of it. I hope it's not going to stop people like her, because she seems like a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit that wants to engage our young kids in the proper manner. But the problem that we have in the community is we let sexy reds and Sukihanas of, we let these type of people, these entertainers, raise our kids. The biggest problem, though, is that it's too many kids raising kids. It's too many idiot parents that are being raised in these broken homes, these broken environments, that think it's okay to be playing Pound Town around their kids and showing their kids how to twerk and all of this stuff. Now, I wonder where she comes from, the teacher that's 22 years old, that isn't indoctrinated with all this bull. She's very well spoken. She has decorum, intelligence about her. I'm wondering what type of environment she grew up in. But if we had to guess, we can guess. She probably grew up in a 2-parent home, because you need the balance of the mother and the father to cut out some of this nonsense. Ladies, I understand that y'all are young, but you are not doing your kids any justice by allowing them to listen to Pound Town at home and then send them to school with all of that ratchetness in their brain. I know you may think it's cool to do because you're 20 years old right now or 25 years old and that's all you listen to and all you want to do is turn up. But I'm telling you, ladies, young mothers, young fathers, at some point, y'all got to turn up away from the kids. You cannot keep doing everything that you do in front of your kids, because you're making it 1,000 times more hard for the teachers to deal with them at school. And you know what I really hope for is more strict rules in school. Strict rules for the children to adhere to, and for the parents as well. I feel like I don't know how strict we should make this right off the rip, but I feel like it should be strict enough to be like, there are some definite things that are not going to happen here. And then when you are trying to correct the child, and then the parents come in fussing and cussing at people, like she said in this case, I figure this should only be so many times that a parent should be able to do that before her child is not sent home for the rest of the year to be homeschooled. Before she's not sent home by every school. Because what teacher should have to deal with that? It's already tough enough to have to deal with that just within your child. Just within the child to have to break some of those habits while they're at school. It's 1,000 times more tough when that teacher comes and makes a scene in front of the child in protection of the child, like the child ain't did nothing wrong. And so when you add both of those things, we have children that won't this, throwing stuff at people, telling people shut up and this, that, and another. I mean, full-on tantrums. And then you mix that with mothers that are defending them. I feel like it should be some type of cutoff to be like, yeah, well, okay, Miss Diamond or whoever, go ahead home and deal with your child yourself. I don't care how you get daycare together. I don't care what you do. Obviously, you don't care. But I think if there was a more tight cutoff, a more restrictive, a more no nonsense type of way of going about this, I think that some parents would adhere to it and do better about what their kids are going to be like when they drop them off at school. But this is your boy Pete Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Personally, I think we are terribly failing our kids in this day and age. Too many kids raising kids, man. And they don't see the problem in Pound Town. But let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.